Our dynamic pricing tools, surge pricing and last minute pricing, simplify rate adjustments, automating them to match demand changes. All you need to do is set up your dynamic pricing rules and let Preno do the rest. I'll give you a quick overview of both of them in action. Sound good? Alright, first up, Preno's surge pricing tool. It's super simple. As your occupancy rises, so do your rates. This tool increases prices as fewer rooms become available, ensuring maximum revenue during peak demand periods. It's ideal for adapting to things like local events or seasonal trends. Setting up dynamic pricing in Preno is super straightforward too. Here's a quick little overview of what it looks like. Okay, first up, you'll want to log into your Preno account. Head over to the rates section, then click on the big green button to go to dynamic pricing. Now, let's take a moment here to get our bearings. See these dynamic pricing results? That's where the success of your dynamic pricing will be displayed. For your daily dopamine boost, you'll see additional revenue gained, the average increase per booking, the number of bookings at higher rates, and the total adjustments made, all summarized in the last 30 days. These numbers tell a pretty powerful story of how dynamic pricing is working for your property. And you'll find that this feature essentially covers the costs of Preno's hotel software in no time, which is great. Now, let's delve into the dynamic pricing rules themselves. You'll notice each room type can have tailored rules, from studios to 1 to 2 bedroom setups. This is a Preno demonstration account to show you what it will look like when you have your surge pricing rules locked and loaded. For studio rooms, if there are 4 or fewer rooms left, the daily rate bumps up by $5. 2 rooms left? That's a $12 increase. And if only 1 room remains, the rate climbs by $15. These smart increments ensure you're drawing the best value from every room sold. Now, over to the 1 to 2 bedroom room type. We use a similar incremental strategy here too. With 5 rooms left, we start with a modest $3 rise. At 4 rooms left, a $5 increase. At 3 rooms, another $5. At 2 rooms, $7. And when we're down to the last room, that's a $10 increase. This staggered approach optimizes your earnings right up until the no vacancy sign flickers on. Setting up these rules is a breeze with just a few clicks. Navigate to the dynamic pricing section and hit the create new rule button. Give your rule a name, choose your room type, then establish your triggers based on the number of rooms left. Adjust your triggers to reflect your hotel's demand. And remember, minimum and maximum thresholds are your safety net here, keeping your rates competitive and sensible. So don't forget to create these limits to give you peace of mind that your room rates will never fluctuate below or above a certain amount. If you're not quite sure about how much to set your dynamic pricing rules, click through the link below in the description to that help article I mentioned earlier. There you'll find industry best practices for these incremental rate increases and can easily start from there when you're setting up. And once you're more confident, you can tailor your rules further to your property. Alright, when you're ready, simply click Activate to implement your new surge pricing rules. They'll all run automatically too, so you can sit back and check in regularly with your dynamic pricing results to see the additional revenue flowing in. Okay, you're all locked and loaded. If you need further clarification around setting up your surge pricing rules, we do have a live chat box in the Preno dashboard itself. A member of our team is always there and ready to help explain anything you might be confused about. So if you're feeling a little lost, please don't hesitate to reach out. Preno is known for our exceptional customer support, so don't miss out on making the most of it when it's needed. Next up, Preno's last minute pricing tool adjusts rates downwards as unsold rooms approach the check-in date, helping fill rooms that might otherwise stay vacant. This tool reduces rates slightly, ensuring that while your occupancy increases, you still maintain profitability in your room pricing. Head over to the Rates tab. Here you'll see a big green button called Go to Dynamic Pricing. Go ahead and click that. Let's set up your dynamic pricing rules together. Okay, select Create Rule on the top right. On this page, start by choosing the room types that this rule will apply to. For instance, select your studio or 1 bedroom by ticking the boxes next to each. Scroll down to the Set the Triggers section. Preno's last minute pricing tool automatically checks the triggers and makes adjustments at the start of each day. For example, let's set a trigger for when there's at least one room remaining 2 days from today. Here, we'd reduce the daily rate by, say, 10. Below there's a visual guide with a suggested recipe for setting up these triggers. It's a helpful example showing how the rate is adjusted at the start of each day. Preno recommends starting with smaller reductions and increasing them as you get closer to the check-in date. Next, set the lowest rate. This is your floor price that you're comfortable with, ensuring rates never drop too low, no matter how close the booking is. Finally, name your rule at the bottom of the page. Choose something clear and descriptive like Studio Last Minute Discount. Review your settings. Once everything looks good, click Review Rule, and if it's all correct, go ahead and activate it. Your last minute pricing rule is now set to automatically adjust your room rates, helping to maximize occupancy and revenue. And just like that, you've crafted a smart last minute pricing strategy. With this setup, Preno will continuously work to ensure your hotel is always offering the right price at the right time. You might wonder, when does the system check these rules? Well, it's daily at 2 AM, ensuring your prices are ready for the day ahead. Now, individually, each tool has its strengths, but when combined, they create a really powerful synergy. This dual pricing strategy ensures that you're optimizing revenue opportunities from every angle, raising prices when the demand allows and reducing them just enough to ensure occupancy during those quieter periods. It's all about making smart, informed adjustments to rates that keep your occupancy high and your revenue even higher.